For centuries, there has been a balance of power and order on Earth, maintained by law enforcement agencies. But at one point, everything changed. The police disappeared. This was due to an unusual phenomenon described in ancient legends as time without order. During this period, the laws were losing their force, and the world was left without protection from criminals and chaos. The age of lawlessness has arrived, and humanity has been thrown at the mercy of its darkest passions. Groups of criminals have taken over, setting their own rules on the streets of cities. Bandit groups have seized control of resources, forcing people to live in constant fear and poverty. Professor Albert Thomas, who conducts research in the field of temporal anomalies, had to survive in such a world. He was one of those who first felt the approach of time without order and anticipated the consequences. Albert understood that it was up to him to find a way to restore order and justice in this crazy time. Using his knowledge and technology, he began to develop a unique device capable of being transported through time and space. After many months of difficulties and trials, the professor completed the creation of his invention, the chronotransfer. This device allowed you to move through time and change events in the past, present, and even in the future. Albert decided to use the chronotransfer to bring the police back to Earth and restore order. Boldly penetrating into various time periods, he found and trained leaders who would bring renewed ideas of justice and order to this world without laws. Humanity began to hope for the best again when the first samples of the new police force began to appear in different parts of the world. Thanks to Albert's perseverance and foresight, the world began to return to normal again, opening a new chapter in the history of mankind. Despite all the dangers and difficulties, Professor Thomas remained optimistic, because now he had confidence that he would cope with any challenges, no matter how unpredictable they turned out to be. He became a symbol of hope and strength in the struggle for order and justice in a world devoid of police. Thank you for your interest. Professor Albert Thomas still had a lot of work to do to establish stability and order with the help of a chronotransfer. He sent his best agents to various time periods to fight crime and restore faith in law and justice. Each assignment was a test for both the professor and his agents. They faced difficulties due to changes in the past that affected the present. But thanks to the professor's ability to see wider and anticipate possible consequences, they were able to overcome all obstacles and achieve their goal. With each successful intervention in the past, society became more prosperous. People began to believe again that the world could become a better place, and the police once again became a symbol of protection and security. Professor Albert Thomas and his team continued their fight for justice, knowing that it was their mission to restore order and prosperity to the world. Together, they were able to overcome the time without order and bring hope to where it seemed lost. This story is about how one person was able to change the course of events thanks to his dedication and belief that even in the most hopeless situations, you can find a way out.